but it's from Corruption when Andrew talks about the commissioner being part of a circus and how none of them are qualified for one.
Between you and me, the commissioner used to work at a circus.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of us are really qualified or ready for what we're doing.
Would he have any connection to the clowns?
I don't know, that was just funny.
From Conservators 3 where Jenna's sitting there like being all stoic and whatever, and a bug lands on her head and she just goes
Was Andrew falling down a hill a blooper?
In the bloopers, it's just bleeps everywhere, and a lot of which are my fault because I just have a terrible potty mouth and I'm terrible at not swearing when I shouldn't.
In Conservators, when Willie and I, or Amos and Elizabeth, are having this really heartfelt moment after Gabriel dies, and I'm supposed to hand him a shirt because he gave his to, he put his over Gabriel or under his head or something, and we had just like gotten serious and stopped laughing, and I handed him the shirt. I said, "Here, I got this for you," and he said, "Thanks. My brother died on the last one." It took me like 5 minutes after that to recover.
Thanks. My brother died on the last.
Me screaming, "Yes, I did!" to the response that was not intended for me of, "Did you have a man in the real world?"
So you had a man too? Out in the real world?
Yes, I did!
Well, when filming Flat Stanley Part 2, and after we got the donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, and we were sitting in the car, and we were all supposed to be real cool and nodding our heads and eating our donuts, and all of us in the car at the same time just burst out laughing. And
Andrew was dugging in the hallway and fell over.
The woods. Green, brown, mosquitoes, the woods.
It's probably being inside the quarry and sitting on that big like flat rock in the beginning, and just like everyone always being there, meeting up.
Like trudging through the snow on our way to the quarry, like knee-deep snow, and being freezing all the time, like just wanting to get out of there, but like having the greatest time at the same time.
We were filming in the woods for Average Night, and I decided to jump into the river. I don't know, maybe I think it was Average Day. And I decided to jump into the river, and I got completely soaked, like, through my pants, and it was bad. I don't know why.
From back when we were filming The Door, and when we would go out to adventure in the paintball field, just some of those days that we had out there, it was just, like, I don't know, it was something about the adventure of it all. And, having to run through some of those pricker bushes for some of the scenes and tear ourselves up. I mean, it was all worth it, and it was extremely fun, and I mean, I don't know, some of those adventures just really stick in your mind, and hopefully they'll stay there for a while because there were some good times.
I was like running up this log and it was suspended in the air. It was all, you know, laid down. And I remember I was running up it, and poor Matt O'Brien had dress shoes on, and he slipped and fell, and like the thud that you could hear his chin hit the log. And I like cried a little bit. I was like, "Ah, you're dead!" And then, I mean, he wasn't dead, but...
My most vivid memory is just a snippet of not filming, honestly. Like, for Live or Die, it'd probably be us just hanging out on the street, like, just all gathered around, just hanging out and whatnot, in the middle of the summer with the red Solo cups of fruit punch and lemonade and Kool-Aid and whatnot. And then also for Conservatives, I just see us walking on the trail out the woods out there, or on the trail to the quarry, and just hanging out, catching up with everybody, and I just see us like on the way there getting ready for the day ahead. And yeah, just those casual moments hanging out before we were filming or anyone, just everybody being together. That's probably my most vivid memory. It's the same thing as the series. They're like all my children. I'm gonna miss all of them so much.
If I did have to pick one, it would be Jack, actually. Because, we became friends in 6th grade, and I don't know, it's morphed into like him becoming one of my best friends.
Jack, probably, because I've been friends with Jack the longest, and Jack's always been the awesomest friend ever. And he's always been there for me. He's always stayed close with me, so it's gotta be Jack.
Jack, Ryan, basically everyone except Mahak. No, I love Mahak. I'll miss her too.
Jackie and Jenna, because they're my best friends. I'm gonna miss them at college so much.
They're all my friends. It's like, that's where it all came from. So.
I'm used to seeing him every day, and basically every summer seeing him almost every day. And we wrote together, we would come up with ideas together, so it's just gonna be weird not getting a text from him at 10 at night. Like, ooh, I found this song, what scene could we put it in, or help me come up with an idea for this show. It's gonna be hard not being with my best friend.
I'm not gonna have friends in college. I'm just gonna have little paper cutouts of all of the RHVTV casts, and they'll be sitting in my dorm room, and my roommate will be like, Jack, can I have some room for my things? And I'll be like, no!
Jack,
RHVTV needs room.